Shalom. I'm your brother Yahawashi from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalom unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalom. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, quoting the book of Jeremiah, the 50th chapter and the 33rd verse. Just dealing with a lesson pertaining to the whole house of Israel, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians of today. We all were oppressed. We all went under captivity. This is just a lesson that's proven, that our brothers from the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Seminole Indians, they also are children of Israel. They also have the curses upon them. They also went into captivity, man. All right, because you got Israelites out there pushing so-called blacks only, is Israelites, pushing that Israel is so-called Negro only, and that's pretty much excluding our brethren, of the Northern Kingdom. All right, that's also excluding our Gentile brothers, our Israelite foreigner brothers that's, mingled amongst the heathen, that may look like the heathen, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the scriptures go into it, how Romans 8:16, I'm going to pull that real quick. Romans 8:16, it says, the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And when this word and truth is being brought out, all right, via the prophets, this word is being taught the right way. We go into things such as the curses. It's a reason why our people of the Northern Kingdom, all right, it's a reason why our people, the Israelite foreigners, can relate to this word, just as, the so-called Negroes can relate to this word, because the curses is upon us as a whole, as a nation. Remember, when you go back to the curses, I read in Deuteronomy 28. And matter of fact, I'll just pull it for edification's sake. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter real quick. And just dealing with these curses, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46, it says, and they, being the curses, shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. It's going to always be upon us, ultimately, until Yahawashi uplift these curses off of us. Because, the reason why, these curses are upon us as a nation, all right, because we broke the first covenant, okay? We moved Yahawashi to wrath, and that's why we're in this predicament. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. So you see, that's why we're in this predicament. And not just so-called Negroes only, man. All right? Our so-called Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indian brothers as well, man. Okay, this devil, he oppressed, he put the sword, he killed our so-called Native, Seminole Indian brothers as well. Okay? And looking at this picture, the so-called white man understood who he put into captivity. All right, this is a picture of the Theodore Roosevelt statue. All right, Theodore Roosevelt symbolizing Edomite, or the Edomites, all right, so-called white man, which is the wicked according to the Bible. According to Malachi 1 and 4, they are the border of wickedness, all right, and the people whom Yahawashi have indignation, righteous anger forever. But as you can see, he's sitting upon a horse, all right, symbolizing that this devil, is pretty much in the power seat, okay? And, you see on his left and on his right, what do you have? You got a so-called Indian and a so-called Negro on his side. Okay? Pretty much stating that he's over us, man. This devil knew what he was doing when he put this statue up, which since, this statue has been removed, all right? But the scriptures even describe this to a T, man. Okay? Let's go to a quick scripture real quick. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes real quick. Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses. Who's the servants? These white people, these so-called white people, these Edomites, man. Okay, their position in the earth, along with the rest of these other heathen nations, their position, their rightful position, is servants in the earth. Servants to who? Israel. Okay, it says, I have seen servants upon horses. Horses symbolizing power. They're in rulership right now. Okay, all for prophecy's sake, of course. All right, and because we were disobedient, man. So the curses fell upon us, and we went under captivity under them. It says, and princes. Who's the princes? All right, Israel. Okay, both southern and northern kingdom. All right, both so-called blacks and Hispanics, so-called Hispanics and Native and Seminole Indians, man. All right, it says, and princes walking as servants upon the earth, also symbolizing, the princes. Just look at our name, Israel, or Yasharallah. Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, Allah meaning power, princes of power. Okay, we are walking upon the earth, meaning we are under subject. Okay, under these servants, man. Okay, we're the prince. All right, the rightful rulers of the earth are subject to the servants, man. The people that's supposed to be serving us, man. Okay? So, we know, according to prophecy, of course, the roles will be reversed. All right? A recompense will be made on behalf of our nation. All right? By Yahawashi. We know that Yahawashi will eventually uplift these curses up off of us and put them on our enemies. And, since I'm saying that through the Spirit, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. It says, and the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, these Edomites, these devils, along with these other heathen nations. All right, because they not innocent. It says, which persecuted thee. Yeah, we're being persecuted every day by this devil, man. All right, and we're about to face persecution for this truth. All right, but these curses are going to fall upon them here and soon, man. Okay. So, just getting into this lesson, not to make it a long-winded lesson, just showing more evidence, more proof, all right, that the Northern Kingdom are also our brothers, all right? The Northern Kingdom are Israelites, all right, because this devil, dealing with Christopher Columbus, his stop that he made was the island of Hispaniola, all right, dealing with the Taino Indians, all right, which we'll get into, all right, which is our Northern Kingdom brothers, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the Ephraimites, man, which is the head of the Northern Kingdom, man. All right, so just reading this real quick, Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, the children of Israel, which symbolizes the Northern Kingdom, right? You so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Seminole Indians, and the children of Judah, you so-called Negro tribes, you so-called African Americans, you so-called Haitians, you so-called Jamaicans, were oppressed together. Oppressed by who? Esau, man. All right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right? So this devil's in rulership. We are oppressed by him. Okay? It says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And we're going to get a law pertaining unto, these devils not letting us go. All right. How do we know that we still in captivity under the hand of this devil? Not just so-called Negroes. It said the children of Israel and Judah were oppressed together. All that held them captives refused to let them go. So we as a nation is under captivity under this devil. How do we know that we're still in captivity? Let's get a quick scripture. Real quick. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we, who's we? Israel, are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. Where who scattered us? Yahawashi via the curses, man. It says, for a reproach and a curse. See? For a curse. And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Lord Yahawashi, our God, our power. You see? So, we still under captivity. Try to stop making them payments, them tax payments, right? And them payments to keep the things that you have, all right, and see what happened. All right, stop paying them taxes to the so-called white man and see what happened, man. All right, showing and proving we're still under captivity, man. Okay, you still got to have a passport. You still got to have Social Security, so on and so forth, So we still in captivity, man. All right, but getting some of this history, proving that our Northern Kingdom brothers are Israelites as well. All right, showing that the curses hit them as well. It says, why Columbus Day counts, why Columbus Day courts controversy. All right, and we know that that wicked holiday that they keep is coming up here shortly. It says Christopher Columbus' arrival in North America in 1492 undoubtedly changed the world and lives of the indigenous people he met. But was it for the better? Hell no. Hell no, it wasn't for the better. All right, this devil, pillaged our people, man. It says more than 500 years after he discovered the New World, kicking off centuries of exploration and colonization of the Americas. And what? No exploration. This devil took it. All right, more colonization is the right word. It says Columbus is honored with a federal holiday, showing you that how wicked this place is, America, man. They honor this devil for what he did to our people. It says on the second Monday of every October. However, as historians have continued to dig into the life of Christopher Columbus, controversy has arisen over continuing to honor the Italian explorer as a hero. Devil ain't no hero, he a devil. Okay? Columbus saw indigenous Americans as obstacles. Like many European explorers, Christopher Columbus encountered indigenous people throughout his voyages. There are three main sources of controversy involving his interaction with the indigenous people he labeled Indians, which is the Northern Kingdom. Okay? You got Gad and Reuben, all right? So-called native Seminole Indians, okay? You also have the Taino Indians when he hit the islands, as, we'll read, Lord willing. So-called Puerto Ricans, along with the rest of our Northern Kingdom brothers, man, that these devils so-called discovered, all right? It says the use of violence and slavery, the forced conversion of native peoples to Christianity. You see? This devil pushed Christianity on our people, man. You see? They pushed that religion of Christianity on our people. That's why you got the term plantation Christianity, man. And you just force it on so-called Southern Negroes. He forced it on so-called Northern Kingdom as well, man. It says, let me read that from back from the beginning of this paragraph. It says, in the middle, it says, the use of violence and slavery. You see? That fell on our Northern Kingdom brothers as well, man. We are oppressed together. It says the force of conversion of native peoples to Christianity and the introduction of a host of new diseases, right? Chicken pox, all right, which is a form of tactic that the devil used, all right? Wickedness, giving our people blankets filled with chicken pox to dwindle the numbers, that would have dramatic long-term effects on native people in the Americas in an era in which the international slave trade was starting to grow. And, that's our brothers of the Southern Kingdom, all right? So-called Negroes, right? It says Columbus and his men. We know that the Southern Kingdom the bulk of the Israelites came from the west coast of Africa, from fleeing during the time of the Roman persecution, 70 AD. All right, then they was brought over here to the Americas to be enslaved via the curses. All right, but our Northern Kingdom brothers, All right. We're already here in the Americas and the islands. All right. When you read the account in Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, let me briefly read that real quick because this is history. All right. This is Second Esdras chapter 13 and verse 40. It says, "Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive." So it's going into the Assyrian captivity, all right, of our northern kingdom brothers. It says, "He carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country, whither never mankind dwelt." Now, what is that talking about? Over here in the Americas. This is history, man. Okay? After the Assyrian captivity of our northern kingdom brothers, they came together to pretty much lead the heathen, all right, and go to a country where never mankind dwelt. It says that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. Yeah, Northern Kingdom, the Northern Kingdom kings, all right, during the time of the split, all right, they pretty much was all going off for the most part, all right. And, after the Assyrian captivity, they pretty much came together to pretty much come over here to the Americas to keep the laws, which they couldn't even keep in their own land, man. Okay? That's why when you go into the history dealing with, the Northern Kingdom over here in the Americas, you see that they were, into idol worship. They were still going off when they got over here, when you dig into that history. It says, "And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river, for the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over." So the Lord pretty much allowed this to happen. For what? For prophecy's sake. Okay? It says, "For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. And the same region is called Ashereth." And that's the Americas, man. All right, dealing with the Americas. So that's the history of our Northern Kingdom brothers already being over here. These devils didn't discover anything. Our brothers was already over here. All right, so read more of this article. It says, "In an era which the international slave trade was starting to grow, Columbus and his men enslaved many native inhabitants of the West Indies and subjected them to extreme violence and brutality. On his famous first voyage in 1492, Columbus landed on an unknown Caribbean island after an arduous 3-month journey." All right, so he came to the islands first. It says, "On his first day in the New World, he ordered 6 of the natives to be seized." That shows you he's the devil, man. Writing in his journal that he believed they would be good servants. Throughout his years in the New World, Columbus enacted policies of forced labor in which natives were put to work. You see, they went into captivity too. They were oppressed for the sake of profits. Later, Columbus sent thousands of peaceful people, man. Peaceful Taino Indians. When you look up Taino Indians today, you're going to the so-called Puerto Ricans and, pulling up the tribes chart real quick. The so-called Puerto Ricans are the Ephraimites, the head of the Northern Kingdom. So they were the first to get it, man. They're the first to get it. So you can't exclude our brothers from being Israelites. The curses hit them as well, man. Okay? It says, later Columbus sent thousands of peaceful Taino Indians from the island of Hispaniola to Spain to be sold. right? Many died en route. Okay? So now, let's get into them curses, man. Let's get into that we will be sold from one end of the earth to the other, man. Right? I believe that's Deuteronomy 28. What the world? What's going on here? Computer bugging. Salak, just bear with me. Verify you are human. Great day. Come on, Esau. Salakia, y'all. Esau bugging out my computer. He don't want it. He don't want this history, man, to come out, man. You see? All right. That's all right. We're going to read it from our actual sword. You know, this devil ain't going to stop this train, man. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And it reads, "And the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." That curse applied to the Northern Kingdom brothers as well, man. So-called natives, Seminole, Hispanics as well. Okay? So, they were sold by the thousands, man, back to Spain. Okay? From Hispaniola to Spain. It says, many died en route. So, you know, just like our Southern Kingdom brothers being brought from the west coast of Africa over here. It says, those left behind were forced to search for gold.
Hi, I'm Peter Bower of Peter Bower Toyota of Columbus.
Oh, man. It says, those left behind were forced to search for gold in mines and work on plantations within 60 years after Columbus landed. Only a few hundred of what may have been 25. You see that? 250,000 Taino Indians were left on their island. So this devil got a lot of blood to pay for, man. Okay. So I didn't want to read this whole thing. Just wanted to get into the history dealing with our Northern Kingdom brothers. You know, starting with the Taino Indians, the Puerto Ricans, the Ephraimites. And you know what happened to Gad and Reuben. So on and so forth to the rest of the tribes, man. We know what this devil did to us, man. Okay. And, you know, just to read how our people was, it says, he described them as peaceable, gentle, and said, they do not bear arms. And do not know them, and do not know them, for I showed them a sword. They took it by the edge and cut themselves. Showing you how peaceful our people was, man. When this devil came, you know, with subtlety, all right, and pretty much seen that we were, you know, harmless people, peaceful people, this devil saw it as an advantage to pretty much take us and enslave us and to take our land, man. Showing this devil got a lot to pay for, man. And here today, to this day, as we read in Jeremiah 50 and 33, I'm going to bring that back. Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, thus said the Lord Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. This devil ain't going to let us go. All right? Out of captivity, man. He ain't going to let us walk away free. Okay? We're still subjects. We're still held here captives under this devil. And here's the law on that. Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man, this devil stole a nation. He stole a nation. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. This devil gonna be found with a whole nation in his possession. And that's why you will hear the elder apostles, elder bishops, or brothers say we are POWs, prisoners of war. This devil still has us captives, and this devil, best believe, He ain't gonna let us go without a fight, man. Okay? That's why when, through the power of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, when he sent Yahawashi back, we be found in his hand, specifically the elect who Yahawashi is coming back to redeem, this devil is going to be put to death as the law goes into. All right? We're going to be found in his possession. And also he got to pay for the bloodshed. All the bloodshed this devil shed of the children of Israel. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, an everlasting hatred. This devil has an everlasting hatred against us, man. We will never change that. Okay? This hatred that this devil has goes back to the beginning. Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart and his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. This has always been on the mind of this devil, to slay Jacob. You Israelites, man. Okay? And we got countless numbers of receipts of Israelites that have died by the hands of Esau. Okay? Whether it's from from the time that the devil brought us over here, okay? It brought the southern kingdom over here, shedding our blood. Okay, when he discovered the northern kingdom over here, shedding their blood. By the time he established, his foot over here in the Americas, we getting our blood shed by lynch mobs. Okay, plantation owners, okay, slave owners, right? From their police force, all right. He always had the intent to slay his brother Jacob. It goes back to the beginning. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. Of who? The children of Israel. Not just so-called Negroes. The whole nation. He shed the blood of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? And still shed our blood. By force of the sword. Which that's his blessing. Okay? By the sword shall thou live. All right? Esau. By the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had to end. Yeah, but when we went into to captivity under these curses, remember it said that they refused to let us go. Right? So let's read the judgment of them. Okay? If this thing will act right. Apparently my internet want to act up. Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, I will prepare thee, who? Esau, unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So they got something coming. And really, their blood is needed to be shed according to this law right here, Numbers 35:33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. So if that's the case, blood defiles the land. His devil has defiled this whole land mass. This whole land mass with our blood. And the land cannot be cleansed by the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it. So blood for blood, man. Okay? That's why we read here in Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children. Whose children? Esau. Okay? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, which they are their fathers coming back via the reincarnation. These devils ain't got away with nothing. All them old devils lynching Jake, all right? All them old devils castrating Jake, doing all types of wickedness to our people. Burning Jake alive, whipping Jake, They ain't get away with nothing. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. That's what's coming to you, Edomites, man. And ultimately, after you serve your captivity, under us, the Israelites, right, for a period of 1,000 years, because we're going to get our get back, man. All right? You're going to serve your captivity. What's going to happen to you? Isaiah 14:22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord, Yahawashi of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, and nephew, saith the Lord, Yahawashi. Now, what does that mean? He going to cut off the seed line of the Edomites. All right? Because remember, like I said earlier, the man carries the seed. All right? That's how your nation gets brought back in the earth. Okay? Replenished in the earth. Through the man. Okay? Not through the woman. All right? So let me get this Obadiah real quick if it'll pull it up. Matter of fact, Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Meaning if you have your spiritual ears to understand, let them understand what's being spoken. Okay, because everybody got ears on their head. All right, but everybody can't understand what's being spoken through the Spirit. All right, so I'm going to have to get, these scriptures with my actual sword, if it keep acting up. Revelation 13:10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. These devils, Esau, all right, they're going to go into captivity under who? Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans of today, Seminole Indians of today. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So we're going to get that payback, that blood, man. Okay. It says, here is the patience. This is what we long suffer for, man. This is what we are long awaiting. Okay. It says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints, the Israelites. Furthermore, starting with the elect. All right. Table's about to turn, man. Obadiah 1:18. Matter of fact, I started verse 10. For thy violence, all right, the bloodshed, okay, the oppression, all right. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is the judgment of Edom. Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, both southern and northern kingdom. All right. And the house of Esau, so-called white man, for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord, Yahawashi, have spoken it. So it's going to come a time where so-called white race, right? The Edomites, if their seed line goes back to the Edomites, okay? They're going to be eradicated off the face of the earth. Why? Because of the wickedness and because of the bloodshed of the children of Israel in the earth. Okay? Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance, the Lord's vengeance, upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, both southern and northern kingdom. We all going to get that get back. And it says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And why is that so? Because vengeance is of the Lord. All right. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you. All right. 2 Thessalonians 1:6. I'm going to end it with this. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait ye upon me. We waiting on the Lord, man. Okay. Saith the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, until the day that I rise up to the prey, these Edomites and these other heathen nations. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, his righteous anger, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's the judgment that the Lord is coming with. The Lord about to burn this bitch. All right? He about to burn Babylon the Great to a crisp, man. Okay? All the Edomites that's here, all the heathens that's here, and you 2/3 that's going to be joined hand in hand with this devil. Going to be burnt to a crisp. All right? And the elect going to get beamed up, man. Lord will, we are of that number to escape. All right? So this is, a lesson dealing with the northern kingdom is also, a part of the house of Israel. Curses fell on them as well. They went into captivity. They were oppressed as well. Okay? And eventually, we all, as a whole nation, starting with the hopeful elect, the first fruits of salvation, all right, we going to be recompense for what this devil, Esau, Edom, all right, has done unto us, man, unto our people. All right? So Lord will, this is edifying through the Spirit and through the power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? I'm going to end off by giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, called Halalyam, Abanawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalom unto you, hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalom. Also, another reminder, we have the Day of Atonement coming up, September the 11th through September the 12th. All right, and on that day, we afflict our souls. All right, we keep that high holy day, all right, which is a very serious day, to think upon Yahawashi, okay, and his sacrifice for the whole house of Israel, man. So Lord will just edifying through the Spirit. I'm going to end off by giving all praises to Yahawah Shemel Shai once more. Called Halalyam, Abanawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Mashiach, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to you, hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, hopeful elect.